All right, it looks like we're all here, and today we are back on this Friday afternoon, and I hope you guys are having a real good time. Now, let me know if you guys can hear me through the microphone, and can you see me okay? All right, this technology stuff, sometimes it works a little bit too the wrong way. But I want to find out if everybody's doing good on this Friday. And just let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Mr. Barbados, the first one in here. Much love, I got to say. Good stuff. Mike A, he beat you this time, but Mike A, usually the first one in here as well. Good stuff. Dwayne G. Robinson, I love it. I can hear and see you. Good stuff. That's all I want to know from you all. Can you hear? Can you see me? And does it sound all right? I don't want to be blasting anybody, or I don't want to have any funky audio, because today what we're going to do is we're going to tell you guys about the course that's coming out, and I got to decide what kind of discount we're going to give on this thing. But from the very beginning, I got to tell you, this thing is going to be packed with value. And really, I'm not trying to get anybody in there. I just want to know where everybody's from right now. Okay, so let me know where you're from, and then we'll see. We got hello, Papa Funk. This is the first time I've seen Papa Funk in here. So welcome. Worship Songs, welcome back. Rolo, welcome back. B. Lewis, welcome back. Hey, 1, 2, 3. I haven't seen 1, 2, 3 in here. 1, 2, 3. You got to tell us where you're from. All right, everybody knows that they got to throw it out there. Okay, we got John A. Johnson. All right, remember him from last week. Gotcha. Okay, Freedom Speaks all the time. Love having you in here. We got Maryland in the house, Bermuda. All right, Barbados, we know where you're from. All right, so I know you don't have to say yours. Good stuff. I can hear you and see you, Doc. So Sharon, please don't insult me like that. I'm not a doctor. I don't shove drugs down people's throat. I don't make them and sign them up for dangerous surgeries. I don't put them on life-threatening chemotherapy. So please don't call me a doctor. I'm the most passionate non-doctor on the internet. So there you go. All right, Virginia Beach, good stuff. Minnesota, hi, I'm in Oz. All right, G-Day. All right, good stuff. Linda Joyce, Linda, welcome. I don't think I've seen that name in here before. Trina Johnson, welcome back. Oxford, GA, I love it. All right, so Marva, back in the house. Hello, Alvin J. All right, Ali, man, I thank you for sending me the message on Facebook. So Ali, I got it to you. So thank you. I appreciate all your feedback, all your support. You were one of the first ones who actually joined the Advanced Cancer Elimination Group that we actually started on Facebook. So bam. All right. So good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Ali. I really do appreciate you. LL Lewis back in here. All right. LL. She Pisces. All right. Hello from Chicago. Coincidentally, where I went to college, Chicago. All right. Good stuff. So Connecticut in the house. Very nice. All right. I love seeing where you guys are from, because most of the time we get some people like Kenners who are from overseas, London. I mean, they're really doing it like on an international scale. And I have to give credit to you all, because I love coming in here. I love just throwing out suggestions and stuff like that. I love giving and answering questions for you guys. So really, it's just my gratitude for saying thank you for you guys just being the way that you are, as far as the energy, as far as asking the questions, as far as wanting to get the best out of your health. Now, what I got for you today. All right. So this is my introduction to what I have as far as the course. Now, the course is already available. I have it out there, and people are actually enrolled in it right now. And I finally got some people to finish up the course, and they're getting their results that they want. But I am happy to work with those people. But this is the thing. I'm going to give my personal time in this thing. And that's why I really, really, really want to kind of give back if somebody wants to get in and not have it at the original price. So I'll just say it like that. So here we go. We got Focused on the Truth. Wait, I don't think I've seen that one in here either. Focused On. Welcome to the chat. Very nice. Okay. So who else we got? Oh, Jessica's back. Jessica Hittenball right in here. Mr. Jackson, I have something wrong with my knee. I was chasing a bad guy, and I think I tore something. What do you mean a bad guy? What are you doing? If you guys did not know, Jessica is one of my students, and she is all of like 5'1", and she's trying to chase down and kick somebody's ass. All right, you shouldn't be, Jessica. Take it easy a little bit. Now, he robbed my neighbor. Oh, I see. All right, but he still could have had a gun or a bat or a knife or something. You can't be just chasing people down. My goodness. But I understand what you're talking about your knee. Give it a week or so to see if it actually goes back to the way it was, or a little bit better, because really you can't can't do anything about a knee injury, especially if it's out of place, especially if you severely yanked or torn some ligaments or something like that. So got you there. All right, now, hey, 1, 2, 3, thank God I don't have any diseases but lack energy. All right, so you are right on the right webcast today. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about energy here. And Jessica, give me a little bit more information, and then I'll answer your question a little bit more in depth to see what the symptoms are, what the leg looks like. Is the knee out of joint? Does it look like the patella's over to the side or something like that? Now, when he asked, he said, lack energy. Now, raise your hand, put some kind of emoji in there to raise your hand if you guys are lacking energy. All right. I have to see it. I want to know what it is. Let me know if you guys are lacking energy. Anybody, just throw it out there. If you're lacking energy, let me know. Because what people don't realize is that almost 70% of the population, okay, and I think that was a Reuters study that actually said that, but 70% of people lack normal energy, meaning that they go throughout their day, and you don't even have to get a diagnosis of this. Look around you at the people who start off their day drinking coffee or energy drinks. That signifies, and that is the direct tell that somebody is lacking energy, because they feel like they need an artificial stimulant to get energy, and they keep on taking it throughout the day. And of course, throughout the weeks, throughout the months, throughout the years, they have to drink more and more or switch to a stronger brand because they realize that it ain't working like it used to. All right. It's just like taking that first bump of cocaine, which I've never done, by the way. And when you do, the first time, you're just out of your mind high. You just feel great. You're just looking around like a rabbit. You're like, whoa! All right. So the energy is off the chart. But once you hit it for the second time, the energy's still off the chart, but it's not as good. You don't get the woo. You don't get the woo-hoo this time. And then the next time you do it, then all of a sudden, now you're just like, oh yeah, I got this zen going. All right, I'm getting used to it. I'm a functional addict now. So I just needed to keep my day going. And that's what people do with coffee. That's what people do with sugar. They just keep riding that train, and the train just keeps farther and farther and farther off the tracks. So we're trying to keep you guys from that. All right. So, look at this. We got a lot of people who said, yes, I am low on energy. And I'm pretty sure I just described some people who are actually getting jacked up on that Rockstar, that Red Bull, that what's the other one? Monster. There you go. Monster energy drink. If you guys ever saw a movie or a series on HBO, there was a series called How to Make It in America. And the Mexican gangster dude in there, Rene, he was selling a can of stuff in there, energy drink called Rasta Monster. And he was talking about the energy and how to take you off the charts and all this stuff. It just shows you how pervasive this stuff is in our society, that we actually have to juice up every morning in order to get a certain amount of energy. Now, if you guys look at me, you can tell I got a lot of energy. I have it all the time. I'm smiling all the time. Ask my students when I'm in the class. Jessica, she's one of my students. She'll tell you I'm always energetic. So when I get up in front of the class, I want to make things fun, but I don't get my energy from out of a bottle. I don't get it from a coffee cup. I don't get my energy from a Rockstar. I don't have wings and all this mess that they keep on marketing to you on TV. I don't need all that stuff because I have what is called fruits and vegetables, vitamins and minerals. And every once in a while, because I know where my energy comes from, I do a coffee enema. Now, the reason I do that is not so because when you put coffee into your system, it's a caffeine and it's jacking you up. No. I don't do it for that reason. I do it because a coffee enema flushes your liver. It basically gives you a brand new liver. And guess what's the source of your energy? Yep. Your liver. So right there on the right side, just put your hand on it. Just put your hand on it. See, you've been abusing that guy or that girl in there. See, you've been abusing them. So when you guys are actually eating all that sugar, who do you think has to deal with that? When you breathe in the toxins, what do you think has to deal with that? When you eat that food that has the additives, preservatives, and chemicals in it, all right? Who do you think has to deal with that? When you guys smoke, who do you think has to deal with that? When you drink alcohol, who do you think has to deal with that? And when you guys sniff hardcore drugs, inject hardcore drugs like cocaine and heroin and opioids, even marijuana, who do you think deals with that? Yep. Old liver boy here. And you guys are just treating them like shit. Now, you can't be doing that because the liver is the one and only organ that is the most regenerative organ that you have. It performs over 500 vital functions. I didn't say 500 menial functions. I didn't say 500 middle of the road functions. I said 500 vital functions. Vital means it keeps you alive. So if that's the case, we need to take care of our liver. And I would rather have my brain sick than my liver sick, because with your brain sick, you can still function. If your liver is sick and starts failing, you die. We don't want death, because that's one symptom you ain't coming back from. Okay. So now that we have that out on the table, I see some people might be asking or throwing out some comments about energy here. So I just gave you guys a little breakdown on energy. Good stuff there. But if you guys didn't know where your energy is coming from, energy comes from sugar. Your liver is able to metabolize sugar. You guys have probably heard of the Krebs cycle. Yes. All right. So that cycle is actually what gives you your energy. It's how you metabolize ATP, adenosine triphosphate. That's your energy unit you use to run your body. Your liver is responsible for most of that. Your liver does a lot of other things like blood clotting, like repairing and sending out proteins when other cells in your body are short on proteins. It's got those vital functions. It processes cholesterol, your master steroid, to produce all your bodily hormones, including the neurotransmitters, the serotonin that makes you happy, the dopamine that makes your muscles work, all of that good stuff. That is what's supposed to be happening, but only if you take care of it. All right, and now let me get to some comments here. I want to see if I got some. Oh, Facebook in the house. Facebook, we are glad to have you. So don't be afraid to jump in with any questions that you have. But we got right here on YouTube 60 people online. I love it. Now I see only 7 thumbs up. We got 58 people. We only got 7 thumbs up. That doesn't make sense. I know how to do math. That doesn't add up. So if you could just go ahead and throw it. Wait, where is it? Go throw a thumbs up there. All right, so good stuff. Let's see here. I see. Let me see. My cousin might have jumped in here without my knowledge. Marcus, if you're in here, love to see you, big cousin. Good stuff. Let me see. Who do we got? I got to chat with you months ago during my pregnancy. 38, the 17-year-old and 5-month-old. Oh, focus on the truth. Yes. All right. I think you sent me I think you sent me an email, or you might have chatted with me on here. Yes, but you might have sent me an email. I think I remember the name. Focus on the truth. That's right. Yes, you did, because man, you went back and forth on the email. I do remember that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm back at the bottom. Let me see. One fine day. Good to see you in here. This is the first time. Is vegan a good lifelong eating lifestyle? Of course it is. Now, if you're going to go vegan, there's nothing wrong with going vegan. However, what vegans fail to realize is that today, you can't eat vegan the same way you did in the 1950s and 60s, because then the food had nutrients in it. It was grown in the soil that was not turned over hundreds of times just to satisfy this huge population that we have. Today, the fruits and vegetables come out, they're supposed to get their minerals from veins that could grow in the earth, but veins are not uniform in the earth's crust. They run in lines. So let's say, for instance, you grow an entire crop on a field. Okay, and the field has one vein running through diagonally through the field. Only the fruits and vegetables that are grown on that vein will absorb the nutrients. So this tomato that was grown on the vein, it'll have like 17 nutrients in it. It'll be packed with protein, packed with whatever you're growing in it, the fat from the avocado. However, if you get one that's not grown on the vein, it's trying its hardest to get something out of the soil that ain't there. So even if you live a healthy lifestyle, you still must supplement. It is imperative nowadays. That's why they keep saying, and I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but they keep saying high potency supplements. See, when you go to the hospital and you say the doctors prescribed me magnesium, the doctor prescribed me zinc, the doctor prescribed me iron, I will guarantee you it's low potency and you have to keep on taking it to get any kind of minimal effect. But when you go to a holistic or a naturalistic doctor, a naturopath, what do? They immediately say, oh my God, where is your vitamin D? I need to put you on a 5,000, 10,000, 40,000 unit a day regimen for at least 2 weeks so we can get your vitamin D levels way back up. You got to do that with all of them. That's why I sometimes double and triple up, and I even quadruple and sometimes quintuple, because what I do is I want to see how far I can go without getting a side effect. So far, I've taken like Don't do this. Please don't do this. But I've done like 6 pills in a day just to see how it would make me feel and how what the urine output was. It did increase the urine output, but did it do anything physiologically to me? No. But you got to think about this now. Don't get this. I'm a 6'3", 225-pound guy. So that means that my physiological needs, I can burn that. All right, I can use that. I exercise about 4 or 5 times a week. I can use that. If you don't exercise like I do, you're not the same height as me, you're not the same weight as me, it's not going to work the same for you. You might go over a bit. However, with supplements, doctors keep on saying, oh my God, it's not going to do anything to you, but it's just creating expensive urine. You're just peeing out money. Well, I want to have the most expensive urine I can possibly have because that means that my body is not short on anything. If you keep on trying to low dose people, of course, now your liver starts failing. Now your kidneys start failing. Now you start getting pulmonary embolisms. Now you start having brain trouble, brain fog, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. You don't want those kind of things going wrong with your vital organs because what if your spleen shuts down and now all of a sudden you can't process the dead red blood cells that are coming out of your body? What happens? They go into your skin and you get jaundice. And when you get jaundice, that's a clear indication that your liver is failing. So hopefully you guys got all that. You got a notebook, write it down. Good stuff. Now, I see we got some questions coming in and they came in way too fast. It jumped my page way up. So let me see here. All right, bending sometimes hurt and walking. Jessica, I got you. So give it, since you just had that injury, I want you to wait a week or two and see how it feels after that. If not, let me know, and then we'll work on some specific exercises that are designed to strengthen a joint. Okay, so just let me know. Just let it try to heal on its own, but less activity. I know you're hardcore on the workouts, but less activity, please, 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 so you can actually let that thing recover. All right, we don't want to put any strain on your bursa sac. Then you go to the doctor and they're talking about draining your knee. Okay. So we got another one. Focused on the truth. 17-year-old delivered my 9-pound baby at home in the tub. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. You stayed at home? All right, that is the ultimate. I got to give it up for you on that one. That is the ultimate because that means that you trusted enough in yourself and your own ability, or maybe a midwife, to actually deliver a baby at home in the tub where it felt like the baby was getting the best possible care and not push out the baby as fast as you can so the doctor can run to the next room and do it to the next patient. I mean, can't you guys see what's going on here? Now, it says, I'm still trying to lose weight and regain my energy. Now, for that, you are going to have to do some drastic things with your liver. Now, I'm a coffee enema dude. I don't mind shooting coffee up my butt. However, if you don't want to do that, you guys can do the Gaia Supreme Cleanse, and it does the same thing. It just takes 12 days. Okay? Now, coffee enema, boom, right away, within an hour and a half, you will have the benefits of the energy. You will flush out the liver. It will normalize within the next couple of hours, and you guys will notice a tremendous boost in your energy, and you'll notice that you'll start going. However, if you want to do that, I suggest go ahead, flush out your system, flush out the liver by whatever method, coffee enema or Gaia Supreme Cleanse. But after that, somebody last week told me they were going to do a 10-day strict water fast, meaning all you drink is water all day. I am all for the water fast. As a matter of fact, I subscribe to a young gentleman on YouTube who actually specializes in water fast and helps people lose weight doing it. But also the side benefit of that was you got your energy back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it with them, and mine is not going to be 10 days, but because I'm going to go I think I'm going out of town with my family on vacation for I don't know. That's supposed to be in November. Yes. So, but I'm going to wait. I'm not going to do it while I do the vacation thing, but I am going to do it when we actually. I'm going to do it before. So I want that 7 days. I want to get that cleanse in. I want to feel it. So let's interact here a little bit. All right. What do we got? It says, I don't mess with doctors. Focus on the truth. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think I've been, wait a minute, what is it, 2018? I told you guys 2009, so it's been 9 years since I've been gone to see a doctor. So very good. Hi. All right. So Bertha Crum. Bertha, welcome. I don't think I've seen that name before. It says, hi, I'm from California. You're better than any medical doctor. I thank you for your information and energy. And I hope you and YouTube continue to keep this free, loving, living message going. Thanks so much. Bertha, thank you for that. I like that. See, that's what gives me gratitude. See, I don't want to be arrogant. I don't want to be overselling. I want to be helping people. So if we can get on here and we can answer a few questions and that helps better your life, as you guys can see, we've talked to, over the last 4 weeks, we've talked to at least 20 people who said they've gotten benefit from just our free talks here. Now, imagine what benefit you could get if we worked closely, one-on-one, side by side, and when you were actually in the courts and you guys were actually just getting all this information. But I sent you through a course to get rid of, just basically flush out and get rid of your body impurities and disease. And in that process, we were able to jack up your energy so you can regain your energy. And we were able to banish pain, because taking care of your liver and taking care of your tissues actually helps you get rid of pain. And pain comes from one primary source over all others. That is your joints. Most of the time, it's your joints. All right. Some people have extended pain like fibromyalgia, where it's in the muscle, and we can actually we can reverse that too. I can't even say try. We can reverse that too. But in doing so, I want you guys to feel differently about yourself. You see, I want you to go past motivation. I want you to go past discipline. I want you to go right to self-identity, self-awareness. I want you to identify yourself as a healthy person, because healthy people don't smoke. Healthy people don't listen to commercials that say, oh, come on down and you can get 2 cheeseburgers, 2 double cheeseburgers for $5. See, that doesn't turn me on, because I think of myself right now as a healthy person. I live a healthy lifestyle. So if I'm being a hypocrite and now I'm all of a sudden every day, not every once in a while, you can do it every once in a while, but every day I'm eating pizza. Every day I'm eating hamburgers. Every day I'm eating Laffy Taffies and sugars and drinking sodas and sugary fruit drinks and stuff like that. And I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle. That's not going to work. So I see that's what motivation does. You'll be good for one day. And then all of a sudden, when your family has a get together, oh, well, I'm just going to start this next week. And I'm going to just dig into these greens and these ham hocks and this fried chicken. Boy, I can't turn down my mama's fried chicken. But now I can, because I know what it does to you. So I have to say, now that I'm a healthy person, I can now say, thank you, mama, but I don't eat that. I don't eat that way anymore. So I'm gonna have to decline, and I'm gonna eat something else. But you guys have at it if that's what you want. So that's how you have to come at it sometimes, when you are actually trying to do something for yourself. Because here's the bad thing, and I'm gonna lay this guys out for you as best as I can. When you keep eating the bad foods and you allow that to affect your physiology, the worst thing that you can do is today eat. Because back in the 50s through the mid 70s, you could try your best to eat like 6 meals a day, as much as you could stuff in your face. And in 2 months, you might gain 10 pounds. Today, if you eat hard for 3 days, just the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can gain 10 pounds in a weekend. Don't you see how big our kids are nowadays? Don't you see that? And that's why they themselves are punishing their liver, and therefore they lack energy too. I've never seen so many kids who are under teenage age with no energy, don't want to go outside, don't want to run, don't want to jump, don't want to do nothing, but they're young. How can a young person be tired all the time? My grandmother used to say, what you talking about being tired? There's something wrong if you tired. She said, I'm 67 years. I'm supposed to be tired. You 20. You ain't supposed to never be tired. And she's right. All right. Now I'm 42 and I'm hardly ever tired. My wife hardly ever says, you look tired. All right. You look like you don't have any energy. What's wrong, baby? You look like you're down today. You can't say that about me, because I have energy. And I want to keep that energy. All right. At 42 years old, I am able to still dunk that basketball. I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of it. So let me go ahead and interact some more. All right. I know I go off on tangents. Can't help it. All right. Got to do it. Got to do it. Now, oh, look, it says True Bukhari. Now, that's a new name. I haven't heard that one in here before. Let me see. What's the proper diet for someone with kidney failure due to diabetes? Now, if you got kidney failure, as long as you got your kidneys and as long as you got blood supply running to the kidneys, you can repair the kidneys. Now, that means you got to quickly to reverse the diabetes, because there's no use in flushing out a kidney if the diabetes is going to keep it unhealthy. So what you have to do is reverse that. I have a video on my YouTube channel that actually tells you how to get rid of diabetes within 30 days. If you did not sign up for the page that I have, that you can actually put your email in there, and then it'll send you a guide that actually shows you all the diet and everything that you can use, and it gives you juices in which you can use to do different things like headaches, diabetes, different ailments that most people are dealing with nowadays that can actually help you out. So if you haven't got that yet, go ahead and get it, or refer to it if you do have it, okay? Because I do want it. I do want to get you on there. So it says, Alvin, I got time. Any advice? Okay, so let me see. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease and mono. What should I do? Now, if you got mononucleosis, that is a viral infection. So I would say the best thing to do is to mix 8 ounces of water, 10 drops of colloidal silver, and do that every day for 7 days. At the end of that, you should see your mono and or your Lyme disease go away. If you have any incidences of Lyme disease on your skin, I want you to go get something called one or the other, black seed oil or black salve, one of the two, but both of those will help if you have outbreaks on your skin. Internally, colloidal silver should take care of everything. If it's bacterial based, then like I said, oil of oregano will do wonders as far as an essential oil to get rid of those, because remember, essential oils are powerful. Even if you just smell them, you get the full effect. So it goes into your bloodstream faster. Now, as far as the Lyme disease. Let me see something here. I got to check, all right, because I'm always finding new things. I got one on here. Let me see. I know I got it up here somewhere. All right, I got a wall. Lyme disease. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? It's up here somewhere. Lyme disease. There we go. All right, so I got it on my wall. See, that's why every time that I get something, I actually throw it up on my wall here so you guys can actually see what I got. So up there, Lyme disease, high dose vitamin C, and what was the other one? High dose vitamin C and selenium. There you go. High dose vitamin C and selenium. Coincidentally, in one of the multivitamins that I recommend, Andrew Lessman's Essential One. So that's why sometimes I do 3 or 4 of those, because it actually does help. So good question. Thank you. The truth, I hope I got to you. Good stuff. How can you stop the sugar cravings? All right. Now, if you're getting extreme sugar cravings, that means that your brain is craving sugar. Your brain, which is made up of about 95% fat, has an affinity for sugar. It will make you crave sugar even if you don't want sugar. Now, you got to ask yourself, the cravings are not coming from you, because most of the time you don't need sugar. Every time that you're low on sugar or your blood sugar drops, you should inject glucagon into your blood, and sugar should come out of your cells to satisfy that in your blood if your blood sugar is low, so you have energy. So there should be no change. You should not have the shakes. You should not be going into seizures or anything like that unless you're a late stage diabetic. Now, if that is the case, and we're talking, wait a minute, let me see, John asked that. So as far as the sugar is concerned, now you got to see, it could be that you're addicted to MSG. You see, that's what everybody puts into their foods to make you crave it, therefore addict you to it. Now, think about this. Every food that they have in the grocery store, even bread, salad dressings, things that are supposed to be healthy for you, they actually have that crap in there. Now, the disguise for MSG is natural flavors. That's the one it's because you think the natural flavor is actually the natural flavor of the food. But if it was the natural flavor of the food, it wouldn't have to be listed as an ingredient. Therefore, that is a chemical that they're putting in there, and it sounds innocuous. In some products, they even say organic natural flavors. It means organic MSG, which is still organic bad for you. Yes? Yes. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do. You're going to have to wean yourself off of it. I'm going to put you on the shock therapy. Sorry, John, I got to do it. John A. Johnson, this is what you're going to do. Every time that you have an affinity for sugar, which I used to have, I used to eat an entire five-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids in one sitting. That's how bad I was with the sugar. 7-8 boxes of sugary cereal a week. That's how bad I was with sugar. Now, when I was eating that bad, I was gaining weight pretty quickly. And what you're going to see is, I'm going to give you shock therapy. I want you to keep on eating the sugar. And what I want you to do is, every time you have just a nice big bout of sugar, cheesecake, all right, key lime pie, pound cake, sock it to me cake, cinnamon toast crunch, apple pie. All right. Anything that you have with sugar in it and you just indulge, but whole box of Krispy Kreme donuts. What you have to do, and this is going to be, it can be accountability if you want. I can call you on this. I want you to immediately go to your house if it's at home, all right? And I need you to strip down butt naked, and I need you to look at yourself in the mirror. There is nothing more disgusting than looking at yourself bare after you've just done something that makes you sick. Okay. Now, I know sweets are good, but they're good while you're eating them. But afterwards, don't you always feel bad? Don't you always feel like you shouldn't have done that? I shouldn't have had that many. Why did I eat 13 cookies when I could have just had 2? Every time, even when you're out at a restaurant and you eat something bad, when you come home, you must immediately strip down butt naked, stand there and look at yourself in the mirror for at least 2-3 minutes, at least, and just take it all in. Look what you just did to yourself. Look at the gains you could have had, but it's gone now because you chose the sugar over your healthy lifestyle, over what you wanted. Okay, so do it and see, does it work? Because over time, it works beautifully. All right, I know you weren't expecting the psychological answer, but there's really nothing you want to take. Apple cider vinegar actually cuts the craving for sugar if you want to do a kind of shock therapy at the beginning. But the image thing, that kind of works a little bit better because it makes you take a look at yourself and see, is this the kind of person I want to be? And that's a little bit deeper as far as the psyche goes. Okay, so good stuff. Good stuff. It says, I eat a whole, L. Lewis says, yes, I'll eat a whole pack of cookies and be like, you only wanted to one cookie. I know. I sabotaged my wife on our anniversary. She loves these golden Oreos, right? It's her favorite cookie in the world. And she says, don't bring them in the house because if they're in here, I'll eat them. So for our anniversary, I bought her a little bag. And the bag had there were the little thins. So there was 50 cookies in there. And she said, I was like, okay, she's just going to have a few, right? I come back out and I did the live last Friday. That was our anniversary last Friday. And I come back and the whole bag is there. Before I come in here, I do the live. I was like, yeah, I may have 1 or 2 because I want just a little bit of sugar and that'll be it, right? I come back out. 48 of the 50 cookies are gone. just vanished, gone. And she's sitting on the couch looking guilty. She looks at me and she says, why did you bring those in the house? I was like, baby, it's our anniversary. How could I not bring them into the house? But she was like, I said, but it's our anniversary. I wanted to make you happy. She was like, I was happy when I was eating them, but you just gave me my 3 pounds back that I just lost. And I was like, oh, I messed it up for my baby. All right, I know. So when you look at it, it does have an effect on you. So that's a lot of cookies by any standard. That's a lot of sugar. So, all right. So he said, did you make her strip down naked? All right. That's a private conversation, but I might have. All right. So Carla sings. It says, I have brown spots under my feet. Could that be the cause? Wait a minute. Under my feet. Could that be because of my liver? Yes, it could be. Now, brown spots can be caused by a lot of things. Weakened blood vessels. You could have a few toxins in your system that are messing with your tissues. Brown spots can be caused by a lot of things. So I would need a lot more information to see if it actually came from diabetes or from failed liver. You will know your liver is failing, particularly if you got jaundice on top of the brown spots. But just brown spots in general, that could be just skin. I have a few brown spots on myself that I've had since I was a teenager. So I can't really say for that one. So that could just be a skin condition, So I need more information on that one. Okay. Hello, Alvin Indy, non-doctor. See, they got it. Sweet lady, thank you. I have read that vitamin D needs to be carried with K2 and A. Your thoughts? So she's talking about K2 and A, so vitamin A. Now, when you say that, that's true because minerals are required to incorporate nutrients. Okay, so yes, that is true. However, they're assuming that you should be getting those from fruits and vegetables. If you're supplementing, you'll get those anyway. So don't worry about trying to just go out and buy K2 and vitamin A if that is the case. But you can if you want, but I think it's a waste of money. And that's the only reason. I love vitamin K2. I love vitamin A. However, you have to, I would say, be more economical. Get them in a multivitamin. Get them in a multivitamin. Don't keep buying like 80 bottles of different things and take one capsule each day. That's tedious and that becomes time consuming to the point where you won't do it anymore. So get one that a multivitamin that has everything in it. And if you have to take one separately, two separately, that's fine. But don't have a cabinet full of these things because that's the whole thing we're trying to avoid, like having a whole cabinet full of medications. So yeah. So there we go. I like it. Uh-oh. Ties off a little bit. There you go. Back on track. All right. Got the tie. All right, now it says, happy anniversary, dear Alvin. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, 1, 2, 3. I like that. Based on nature, I go to the gym a lot and I do barbell curls, so I have pain in my elbows. What do I do? Well, usually that's because the weight is a little bit much for our joints. I have the same thing when I do snatch backs for the shoulder exercises and the joint starts coming. Now, the only remedy for this is to rest it because I know you do heavy things like that. And I see a lot of people who actually, they tie up their elbows when they do it so that they don't get the pull. That's cool as long as you only do it during the exercise. Immediately after the exercise, it should come off immediately. So you don't don't start letting your muscles depend on those wraps for strength. Okay, so while you're doing it, that'll protect your joint. But as soon as you drop that weight, take those things off so you don't get the muscle used to having support to basically hold your arms on your upper arm. Okay, so good thing. I hope I answered you there. Good stuff. Sharon's Portrait Corner. I literally look forward to this. Thank you. All right. Good stuff, Sharon. I like that. So where did you get your ND degree? I gave it to myself. All right. One fine day. Now, ND, that just means non-doctor. It means I am not a doctor. I studied biology, physiology, psychology while I was in college. And I worked in nuclear medicine. I now work as an anatomy and physiology instructor at a college. So when I do, I have full qualifications to tell everybody about health, but I would never want to be a doctor because they are locked into a route. They even can lose their license if they tell you to do something healthy or in a healthy protocol. So I stay away. I just stay away from it. All right. I did not notice that we have almost 80 people in here this time. Oh my God. All right. The lives are becoming really, really big now. Okay. So I know that's why the questions keep jumping past me like they have. Now, if we actually skipped your question, please throw it back in there, copy and paste, whatever you got to do, but get it back in there because it goes by fast when I'm answering the question. So a lot of people are doing it. It said, what helps hyperthyroid? Either you got to lower your thyroid production or you got to increase your parathyroid production. And that's usually done by suppressing cortisol. So that means stress. Now, when we say stress, don't remember, stress can be psychological or stress can be physical. Okay, so physical, that can be chemical, meaning that you're putting junk into your body or you're taking injections or you're getting vaccines and all of that stuff. If you're doing it, it's causing tremendous bodily stress on you. Therefore, your cortisol levels will be off the chart. So what you're going to have to do is balance that out. No matter if your thyroid is high or low, it's reactionary. It's never a thyroid problem. Don't ever let anybody take out your thyroid gland because you need it. All right. It regulates your metabolism. You do not want to be on hormone replacement therapy for the rest of your life. So please keep your thyroid. It is reactionary. Okay. Now, if you guys want to boost thyroid production, you can do something called a thyroid massage. You can do that right now. You can actually feel the bat-shaped gland that is right there, right underneath your voice box, and you can massage it, and you can actually feel the shape of it. All right. I can feel the two wings right there, and my thyroid is right there, right across the front of my neck. Okay, right there. Now, if you massage that a little bit every day, and you do that for about 5 minutes, real light, not hard, real light, that tends to boost your metabolism as far as the thyroid. Also, if you exercise, now when I say exercise, you got to do more than just walk. Now you got to do more than just park your car farther away and walk. You got to do farther than just walk the steps in your house. You got to do a little bit of intense workout in order to get that thyroid in a good metabolic state. You don't have to do it long, but you do have to go a little hard. Okay. Now, provided you have no heart problems and provided that nothing else is wrong as far as kidney damage or anything like that, as far as picking up activity. Okay. So have to say this. You might have to check with your doctor before you do that. Okay, you might have to check with the doc. All right, now it looks like we're rolling here. All right, I see it. It says, "Is there a natural?" Wait a minute. Cynthia Freeman say yoga helps. Cynthia, thank you. Absolutely on the yoga. Thank you. All right. So somebody asked me. Is there a natural solution for hyperhidrosis? Well, as you can see, I sweat a lot, okay? And it's a little warm in here. I don't know what happened to my air, but I took it. So, oh, look at this. What's going on at Facebook? I love to see it. So, Facebook, welcome. So, if you guys got any questions, throw them in there. I want to see. Now, I don't know. Is this... I think I can only do a live one way on here. I got to switch it back around. Let me see. Let me see if I can switch it back, because I think I can only do it one way on here. Maybe that's not right. All right, Facebook, this is the way I have to read it. So that's the way I'm going to have to do it. All right, so good stuff. So it says here, if it's safe to use during pregnancy, the vitamins you recommend for who you have high blood pressure. Of course. All right. So good question. All right. She was asking about, can you do the supplements while you're pregnant? So especially if you have high blood pressure. Of course you can. Of course you can. So good question. Good question. So, and I think you're talking about the Andrew Lessman vitamins. So yes, absolutely. So thank you all for joining us. I know that's a new name, so I'm glad to see you in here this time. So good stuff. All right, so it says, Sandra Evans, no vaccines, very stressful job, no other health problems, gallbladder removed 10 years ago. Now, that's the scary thing about it, because with the gallbladder, she had it taken out 10 years ago. And when you have your gallbladder taken out 10 years ago, that means that you no longer have anything to hold bile. Bile is what's required to break down fat. So you got a fat molecule. Bile comes in and saturates it, breaks it down, so you can suck cholesterol out of the fat, okay? And cholesterol is your master steroid to build all your other hormones in your body. For males, that is testosterone. For males, that is neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, like serotonin, like dopamine. Those are the things that help your body fire and function properly. However, for the others, for the people, wait a minute, let me see. Yes. All right. But for people who don't have a gallbladder, what we're saying is the gallbladder not being there, the liver now has to pick up its gallbladder function, but it'll never be able to keep up because it cannot secrete the same amount that will be in a big bag for the gallbladder that gets squirted out every time fat passes through your system. So now your liver is just at a trickle, trying to trickle it faster, trying to keep up with that demand, and it will never be able to. And this is where it's going to get worse. If you pick up your activity, you start exercising, you start a job where you're on your feet all day, you start doing more and more activity, that deficit is going to become worse, and you're going to notice that you can't make any of your hormones, and that's going to result in something called panhypopituitarism or Cushing's disease, meaning that all hell is going to break loose in your body from your head to your toes. We're talking about pain, blood tumors, moon face is what they call it, heart conditions, deformation of tissues. You're going to notice a hell of a stretch marks on your body where you normally don't see stretch. You're going to see the gamut of everything if that happens. So with the gallbladder, if you don't have one, you must take enzymes to break down fat. You have to. You can't drink anything or take anything that will weaken your stomach acid, like Nexium, all right, the little purple pill. You can't take that. You can't drink soda. It weakens your stomach acid. You can't do baking soda. It weakens your stomach acid. You can't do apple cider vinegar. It weakens your stomach acid. Now, you can do it as long as you're not going to eat any meals 2 hours before or after that, but most people aren't willing to do that. So that's the detriment of having your gallbladder ripped out, okay? Good stuff. Oh, Marcus Macon, good stuff. He's back in here. Marcus, appreciate you having you in here, big cousin. Good stuff. All right. Everyone can click the thumbs up and subscribe. All right. So they asking for me. I don't even have to ask you guys. They're asking for me. So I'd appreciate it if you did. All right. So, but if you don't want to, your arm's a little heavy on that mouse, you don't feel like moving it around, it's just too much, then don't worry about it. All right. So what it says, what do probiotics do? Based on nature, probiotics are supposed to restore the normal flora that are in your digestive tract. Here's the great thing. Your digestive tract actually has the same exact cells that are in your brain. They call your digestive tract your second brain because it has nerve cells in your digestive tract, which means your gut thinks. It knows what's in there. It knows what it has to do in order to get the nutrients out of the food and process it properly without the help of your brain. All right. Your heart has its own nervous system. You guys didn't know that. Even if you went brain dead, if you stayed alive, your heart would still be on its own without interruption because it has its own nervous system. So you guys, this is some amazing stuff that you guys can learn about your human body, and that will put you on just an awesome track as far as getting healthy and getting well. So yes. All right. What do you think about kratom? All right. So Sylvia says for pain and energy. You know what? My best friend just asked me about kratom, and he was talking about the fruit that actually helped, and that was actually used to manage pain. So I am actually looking at that right now because I have a book of herbs and herbals and plants that actually are designed to do a variety of different things for the human body. So I'm actually starting to research that one right now. So don't have an answer right now, but I will probably next week. Okay, so good enough. All right, good. Followed your advice for a few weeks ago and it worked. Bless you. TK, I love it. TK, what advice did I give you? I want you to tell the people in here what advice did we give you as far as helping you out, as far as it working, because I love to hear stuff like that. And it's not to boost anything. It's not to like promote anything. It's just we always throw out the success stuff up here because it will help somebody else. Okay, good stuff. So let me know, what do we talk about? What do we help you with? I'm giddy for this. Good stuff. Andrew Glenall back in the house. My friend has no gallbladder. I'm going to the health food stop this morning. What would you suggest? What should I get him for no gall? He has no gallbladder. Now you can give him anything he wants. However, I suggest he eats it really slow. Okay, it doesn't matter because whatever you eat, it can't give you your gallbladder back. So no matter what, you're going to trickle that bile a little bit more slowly. The digestive enzyme that's in that bile, it's not as much. So whatever he eats, he just has to eat it more slowly. And no sodas. Please, nothing carbonated because it will weaken the stomach acid. Okay, water is, and please, minimal water with somebody who has no gallbladder. Minimal water, because that means water will dilute to the point where your stomach acid is a little weaker, and then you won't be able to digest and get the nutrients out of the food, so your ileum and your jejunum can digest it. Okay, so good enough. Word up, superstar. Kenners, my man, back in here from overseas. I love it. So we got people from all over the place jumping in, coming in. We had over 80 people in here. We got 80 people now. All right, good stuff. So if you guys see it, my cousin Marcus just asked you guys to give me a thumbs up. I love it. He just threw one in there. I saw it. Thank you, Kenners. I appreciate it. So good enough. I want to see that I'm pretty sure I skipped a lot of people. So let me see. Diamond71 says, what's your opinion on the keto diet? If you guys don't know what keto is, it's the ketogenic diet, meaning that you're eating basically to get rid of a disease. It was never designed to be a prolonged or a lifestyle thing. However, you can, the problem is you can turn keto any which way you want. And there's like 80 different versions of a keto diet. So it's really subjective. It just depends on, you find what works for you and then you keep that particular diet. But you got to try a lot of them before you actually find out what's good for you. Because some people, the ketogenic requires that you cut out meat and carbs. So if that is the case, that's what you do to get rid of a disease. However, some people's bodies require carbs. As because we're all different. Remember, different brain chemistry, different hormone release patterns, different blood composition. So all of that being said, we have to take into account we're all human beings, and everything that works for me will not work for you. Okay, so just throwing it out there. How do you quickly improve erections and sex drive? Papa Funk wants to know. All right, gym isn't working. Now, the gym won't work, especially if you're not absorbing your nutrients. Now, just building up muscle and actually getting that going, that will increase your testosterone, provided you have the building blocks to build testosterone. And that's what's required for sex drive, and thus erections and actually having that get up and go, that urge to have sex. Now, I have that more than I've ever had at any time in my life right now, even in my teenage years right now, because I flushed out my system completely. I take vitamins and minerals every single day to build up that, to give my body just the building blocks. So they're just floating around in there. And when my body needs them, they are available. You cannot do that if you're eating at In-N-Out Burger, McDonald's, Cracker Barrel. If you guys are going to all these fancy places, I know, Red Robin's, Chili's, if you're going to all these places to get your food, which is what they're calling it, you're not getting nutrients, you're getting calories. All right, that's what's barely keeping you alive, calories. But the only reason you're supposed to be able to eat is to get nutrients, not calories. So if you took a pill that was this big, that was a multivitamin, and you took that, I guarantee you, after you do that for about 3 days without eating any junk, your body will say, you're giving me all I need. You don't need a huge plate of food anymore. You don't need you don't need meat. You don't need chicken. You don't need all this junk that they actually feed you. Nowadays, for $5, you can go down to KFC or Popeye's chicken, and they will give you 2 pieces of chicken. They'll give you some breaded potato wedges, and they'll give you breaded chicken, and they'll give you a biscuit, all of which are fried, and they'll give you a nice sugary soda to wash it down. Now, and then you go home and you expect to have sex after you just ate that death box. Huh? What? I don't hear anything. Hold up, what? So I'm making a joke here, but what I'm saying is you can't eat food that's bad for you. You can't not have nutrients and minerals and then expect your body to respond. It will not, especially nowadays. There's too many, all right? Case in point, go down to the grocery store, look at the back of a package of meat. It's supposed to say ham on the damn package. It's supposed to say steak, but it doesn't. Go get a cookie. It's supposed to say flour, eggs, sugar, butter. That's it. That's all that's in the cookie. But what's in there? Carrageenan, high fructose corn syrup, vegetable oil, canola oil, safflower oil. I mean, MSG, natural flavor. I mean, what do you need to make a damn cookie? You don't need all the chemicals, the oils, and the crap. But that's what people eat, and that's what people think is good for you. Now, don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, it's cool. All right, once a week, once every 2 weeks, some people once a month. It's good. But if you're doing it every day or every other day, you're seriously messing up your health. I mean, seriously. So just throwing it out there, just so you know, okay? I would say, oh, wait a minute. It says... Yes, of course. All right, Facebook's asking me questions during the live here. Good stuff. Now, we got 77. My goodness, there's a lot of people today. All right, Andrew said it's supposed to say, damn. It's supposed to say damn on the ham package. Yeah, you're right. That was a good one, Andrew. Good stuff. Good stuff. So if you guys have any more questions, you can go ahead and throw them out there. He says, could you please recommend a holistic diabetic and gym physician in Maryland? And what is your take on Lugol's iodine for Hashimoto's and thyroid disease? Now, I told somebody this last week. I love Lugol's 2% iodine, especially if you can find it organic. It might cost a little more. I think it's like $3-4 more expensive for the organic version, but I would say get the organic version because that guarantees that no extra additives or preservatives will actually be in there, because you want something pure for your thyroid. You want that. So the thyroid, that's one of those building blocks, iodine, that you need to actually have your thyroid work correctly. So I actually get it in my multivitamin. So I don't actually have to do the goals until, I will do it every once in a while because I want to make sure that there's enough there. But any excess in iodine is going to be peed out just like anything else. So don't worry about it. All right. So that'll be just fine. as far as that. So I do agree with that, but I can't recommend any doctors in Maryland because I don't know any doctors in Maryland as far as naturopathic or anything, because when I go, I meet people online and I kind of align myself with those people, but I have not gone out and met anybody at like any conventions or seminars, anything like that, where I have like personal contacts where I can have from those, but that would be a good resource to actually have. So thank you for asking that question. That's something I'll think about in the very near future. LL, that says weird. I never get notification when you're on my Facebook. I don't know. All right, so I'm on here now. See if I don't know why it didn't pop up for you. So maybe you got to do something like YouTube where you got to push the bell or something, or change something in your settings or notification. I don't know. All right, so let's go down to the next one. Facebook be hating. All right, John, you're right. John A, you are correct. How do you heal iritis? All right, so when you say iritis, are you talking about irritation of the iris? So, because if you are, all we require is deep breathing to kind of relieve most eye irritations. And your iris sits behind your cornea. So more than likely drops will not help that. So in order to do that, remember your iris is a muscle. What's required for a muscle? Calcium, sodium, and potassium. So if you are not getting those three in good abundance, I'm pretty sure your muscles everywhere are probably going to suffer for that in your eyes first because they're most sensitive. Okay. Next one, it says, I appreciate your response. Thank you, Denise Rutherford. No problem. That's what I'm here for, Denise. Good enough. Okay, it says, I just wanted you to know that your eye exercise video helped my vision improve. Thanks a bunch. Eva Kelly doing the eye exercises. All right, so I don't know if she did the sun gazing or not, but the distance exercises are enough. You do that 20 minutes a day until you get the results you want. Usually within about a week, you can see dramatic improvement in your vision. So I think that's why that's my most popular video. I think, what is it, at 1.12, 1.13 million views on that particular video. So yes, so I am glad it helped you, and I want to get you out of glasses and contacts if at all possible. So keep doing it until you get the result that you want. So got to give it up again. Somebody who took action, somebody who actually got out there and looked out for their own health and actually did it, and didn't ask many questions, just went after it and said, yep, it worked. See, in order for anything to work, you got to stick with it. You got to stick with it. All right, good stuff. Now it says, how true, wait a minute. I think he was trying to talk it and then it wrote it wrong. How do you reverse thyroid eye disease? All right. I don't know if that was supposed to be thyroid. Yes, thank you. God bless. Good stuff, Eva. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Andrew Glanall, I'm going to read yours. It says, here's the latest news. Big Pharma is running scared. Everyone is becoming healthier, eating more homegrown vegetables and fruit. Now they're trying to tell people that coconut oil is poison. I know, Andrew, I just saw that article where they were trying to say that. My wife actually came to me and said, oh, I don't know if we should be doing this coconut oil because on the news they said. That's why I don't watch the news, because I know it's bullshit. All right. That goes along the same thing where they were doing 2 years ago when they were doing the kale. And then I went to a farmer's market and I was like, did you guys ever hear of an article or a big thing going around where kale is going to destroy your thyroid? And they were like, that's the biggest bunch of BS we've ever heard. And we keep selling kale by the bunches every single week. And I was like, give me some, because it was just ridiculous to actually hear that. But remember, the people who are trying to destroy your healthy lifestyle are the people who are trying to protect their money interest. So they're going to put out little fake stories here and there to say this is bad, that's bad, E. coli in the green. So don't go organic because they got E. coli. Go with our fruits and vegetables because we've sprayed them 700 times with all these glyphosates and these toxins and these herbicides and pesticides, and we want you eating that, knowing that it'll give you some kind of disease at some point in your life. That's really messed up. Really messed up. Okay, let's get me another one. All right. It says, Kenners asks, how bad is sodium nitrite? It's pretty bad, Kenners. It takes a while to build up in your system, and they always talk about trace amounts. But sodium nitrite is a preservative that they use to cure meat. So it's usually found in bacons and sliced ham, sliced beef, when you guys see them in the packages in the store. And sodium nitrite is pretty bad. It's pretty bad because nitrites dissociate what do they call those things? Enzymes in your body. So don't overload on the nitrites. Small amounts, your body can get rid of those. Your liver can get rid of those. However, when you let it build up over time and you're eating something with nitrites in it every day, bacon every morning, there's going to be problems. So, and they are going to be endocrine problems, meaning your glands are going to start misfiring. So we don't want that. So let's keep it going. We got more questions here. I've actually looked before and info and keep doctor away for diabetes. My baby is almost 3. Okay, Gabrielle. All right, Gabrielle, let me see. It might be Gabriel, but Gabrielle, it says, I've actually looked before. Any info on how to keep the doctor away for babies? My baby is almost 3. Okay, so what, Gabrielle? Give me the exact thing that you're dealing with your 3-year-old. So just let me know. All right, I need a little bit more information so I can get more specific. Okay. Oh, look at this. It says, sweet lady, report update. I had a problem with eczema after detoxing, and you told me to do an enema. After only 1 coffee enema, it is clearing up. Thank you. Sweet lady. Again, we got to give it up for sweet lady. She's acting on it. She's acting on it. Now, I told you to do that because I knew that the coffee enema would flush out your liver, and your liver is responsible for cleaning out all your bodily tissues. So if you get a brand new liver, guess what? You now have that new biological machine inside your body that is designed to get all of that junk out of your blood, out of your tissues, out of your joints, so that you can now live a more healthy life. So I really do appreciate that, because now you've probably thrown your what else comes from your liver? Your glutathione levels off the chart. So I really do appreciate you for taking the advice, and I really have to applaud you for actually taking action and getting that done. She said 1 coffee enema. She didn't even have to do 12 of them. All right, she only had to do 1, and she saw the results right away. But you might just do another one. Do another one just to make sure you get a flush of the liver and make sure you get the full benefit there. So, but that's what I'm talking about. Sweet lady 0512. That's what I'm talking about. So give it up for her, you all. You guys give her a thumbs up, because she actually got out there and she did it. She's looking out for her own health. I love giving it up for people who are actually proactive. Now, can you please tell us what kind of vitamins and minerals are you taking? Thank you. The brand name and everything. All right. Hey, 1, 2, 3. That's a good question. So this is what I'm going to do for you. 1, 2, 3. I am going to show you instead of tell you. Okay, so I'm going to show you. All right, you can find most of them on Amazon, but I'll show you. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, I'm almost here. I'm almost there. Hold on. I think I got them all. All right. So, okay. So let's show you guys what I got. Now, the first one I'm always pumping. All right, Andrew Lessman, he should be paying me for this, because I'm always pumping his vitamins. But I gotta say, they're damn good. I mean, this one is called Essential One. So you guys will see that's what it looks like, and you can see on the front in the yellow right there, it says that it has the vitamin D3. So that's why sometimes I'll do 2 or 3 of these in one day, because I want to make sure that I get all the nutrients that are actually listed in here. Now, if you guys want to see these up close, the nutrients and stuff like that, go to Amazon and just put in Essential One with vitamin D3. This is 2,000 units. That's why sometimes I take 3, maybe 4 of these, because I want to get closer to 10,000 units of the vitamin D3. But if you get your levels of vitamin D3 through the roof, it's almost nothing that affects you, like colds, flus, diseases. They tend to not infect you when you have vitamin D3 levels that are high. Okay, so that's the one I kind of swear by. And this is the reason I love this one. It's bioavailable. It's bioavailable. All right, now, Notice that I'm not holding anything back from you guys, so you can get into the course or anything like that. What we're doing is we're showing you everything right here, so you guys can get the benefit from it. Now, this one here, it says glucosamine and chondroitin. I was doing this just to reinforce my joints because I am active. I lift weights and I lift heavy and stuff like that. So I want something that can actually rebuild my joints and the cartilage. I use this in combination with an inversion table where I actually can just this one, let me see. It's Source Minerals. That's the name brand for that one, Source Minerals. Okay. And I use this in combination with an inversion table, meaning that you lock in your ankles, the table flips you upside down, and then you get the stretching out of the joints while this works. Okay. So that's why I use that one. Now, the other one I got is, of course, I got turmeric. So take a look at it. We got ground turmeric there. All right. So organic, of course. So I got that. And it's a big jar. All right. Now, you don't need to use much of this, but this is a supreme. This is one of the best anti-inflammatories outside of your body. The best one inside your body is called cortisol. All right. Now, the next one I got is for my esophageal stricture. If you guys are having trouble eating and swallowing and your esophagus narrows in the middle, or you have esophageal varices, bumps on the inside of your esophagus, that makes it hard to swallow. Godsend right here. All right. It reduces the swelling and scar tissue so that you can actually go back to eating. So for this one, I like another brand better. The brand was Jarrow. I like that one better than this one. So I'm going to go back to that one after this because this one does not, it works, but it doesn't have the same effect. But it's called DGL. That stands for deglycerinated licorice. Okay, so that's what this is. Okay, if you guys want to see, the rest of them are capsules, but this is like a little chewable tab. All right, it's just a little chewable tablet that you guys see there. Okay, but that keeps you eating right. All right. And this is the one I live by because remember when I said you need minerals to incorporate nutrients? Well, this helps you do that on a mega scale. All right. So there you go. Pro One Zyme is the one I use. So Pro One Zyme, if you guys see that one, that's the one I get. And I usually get this from like the Vitamin Shop. I usually get it from Amazon too because it's a little cheaper on Amazon. All right. And we got the minerals there. And last but not least, I got my veggie protein. I do not do the whey protein. I don't do the creatines. I don't do the mass gainers, the amino gainers and stuff like that. However, I do have a natural plant protein. I do have, it says all natural, but this one does not say organic. However, I noticed when I read the ingredients, there's nothing, there's no preservatives or anything in here. It's dry. It's not it's a powder, and there's no dairy in it. So there's no need to refrigerate it. So I like this one. So that is MRM veggie protein with superfoods. And when they say superfoods, they have a nice list of things that are not in there and things in there that you need. And I'm doing it mostly for the 22 grams of protein per scoop. But here's the important part. You guys will see it has a full amino acid profile. If you don't know what an amino acid is, they are protein pairs that make your DNA. So this one has a full amino acid profile right there on the back. Okay. So I like that one. So if you guys are thinking about getting anything, this is what I do on a daily basis. All of this goes in my smoothie in the morning on top of my carrots, my apples, what else did I put in there? Beets, on top of my ginger, on top of my, what else did I put in? My lemon, and then I have a green like a spinach or a kale or a cilantro, something I throw in there as a green. So as you can see, I dump it all in there, blend it up in the NutriBullet, and it tastes amazing. And during the day, I feel amazing. So that's why I have so much energy. It's not from coffee. It's not from energy drinks. It's from taking care of myself. All right. That's where the energy should come from. I take care of myself. So that's what I want for you guys. And so it sounds to me like some of you have already done that. There was a young lady on here a while ago that actually let me talk to her mother, who was actually in her home, who I gave a shout out. So if she is in here, let me know how your mom is doing and how everything is going. I hope she's doing good. I hope that the health is great. I hope nothing took a turn for the worse. So if you're in here, let me know. I would love to know how your mom is doing. Okay. It says, oh, we're helping each other out again in the chat. Congratulations. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Alvin, it says, don't buy kale, grow your own. It's going to save you hundreds of dollars a year. Andrew says, yes. Okay. Andrew, I like that. It says, plus it's healthier knowing it's in your home, and kale, it's one of the easiest to grow. Now, I have to agree with that because to be honest, I can't do much better than I'm doing because I actually get my kale from a farmer's market that is actually right here in Las Vegas, and they make sure that everything is homegrown and all that good stuff. So I really do like where I'm getting it now. However, I like that because I don't think it should just stop with kale. I want an in-home garden where I grow everything. I want to just be able to pick it right from my counter and just, have it out there. So I can't do it outside because we got too many crows and pigeons and stuff around here, and they'll just attack my gardens until there's nothing left. So I would have to do it internally, but I have to do that. I need something like an arrow garden or something like that to grow my own stuff. So I'm really, really serious about that. I'm really serious about that. So Andrew, good stuff. Andrew, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to email you. I just found your email that I wrote down last week. So I am going to get to you. I promise. I just got a lot of stuff going on. My God. All right. So I got partnerships that I'm dealing with. I got people trying to give me sponsorships, and they are not giving me relevant products. Me and the wife are getting along beautifully. I'm trying to spend time with my wife. I'm trying to get the business aspect down to perfection so that I can actually go ahead and do that full time, so I can actually help more people get on stages. I got some speaking things I'm trying to get into right now. So it's just hellacious the way that it's going when you're popular. They call me an influencer. I don't even know what that means, but I guess I'm one. All right. So good stuff. All right. Yeah, send me. I wonder if you can post it in here. Can you post a picture in here? They won't let you do it, huh? Probably not. Let me see. Let me see. Yes. No, they let you do emojis, no pictures. Sorry about that. No, they won't let me do it. It's just craziness. All right, we'll go back to the old ordinary. All right, so Cynthia Freeman said also bentonite clay powder for your teeth. I actually got some of that in there right now. The calcium bentonite for my teeth. I was using the comfrey root to grow back my teeth. So I grew back one of my teeth here just by using the comfort root and the eggshells. But I didn't know bentonite clay could be used for as far as your teeth are concerned. So how does for your teeth? How does that work for your teeth? Is it supposed to strengthen them? Do you regain the enamel? What does it do for you? Okay, you're on Facebook, aren't you? Yes, I am. I'm on Facebook right now. We got some people in here right now. Yes, on Facebook. We got oh my goodness, we got 82 people in here. Let me see if I can get a question. Oh, look at this. Denise Rutherford asking Sweet Lady a question. Sweet Lady, get back to her question. She's asking you one right quick. Good stuff. Use wheatgrass juice and power to help gum line and the teeth. Wheatgrass juice powder. Okay, so for the gum line and the teeth, I like that one. That's an easy one to do. So I'll be looking out for that. What can be done for sensitive teeth when you don't? Oh, she just told you. Good. She just told you about the sensitive teeth, right? Wheatgrass powder. I like that. I'm sure you can use regular wheatgrass, but that's not practical. All right, to go buy a patch of grass, grind it up, and then gargle it. You better just get the powder, put it in water, and stir it up. It's more practical that way. I see why people do it. Okay. Okay, last question. I recently put my mom and myself on MSM, all right, powder with vitamin C. What are your thoughts? So you're doing MSM. So let me see. I got to look that up because I'm sure I've seen that bottle there before. So MSM. I'm going to Amazon right now. I just want to look at the bottle and let me see. You said it was MSM protein. All right. It says Gia Naturals. Yes. Collagen. All right. So, I got you. Okay. Best Naturals MSM powder. So, I need to see this up close. Let me see. Come on. Get it up there. All right, methylsulfonine methane. Oh, yes, to absorb into the joint more quickly. Actually, I'm going to try this because I've been looking at this for a minute, and that's the name I know it. I didn't even know they had an abbreviation for that long word, but MSM. Gotcha. All right, so I see what you're talking about. So I just looked it up. I am actually going to start working that. I can't tell you my thoughts yet because I haven't used it yet, but I am going to use it, and then I'll tell you about it, and I'll get back to you. That's probably going to take me a couple of weeks, but I like it. All right, so monosulfonyl methane. Okay, sulfonyl methane. Okay, here we go. I'm growing my own wheatgrass and juice and drink it. Is the first thing 15 minutes, it oxidizes quickly. Oh yeah, so Andrew's got the routine down and everything. So that's another important point. When you guys get a routine down for your body, you're going to notice because your energy is going to spike through the roof and you're going to feel good about what you're doing. So it says, great job, Andrew. All right. So Cynthia Freeman, she's all over that. And I know I am too. Good stuff. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have to wrap this up because we've been on here over an hour. And what I want to do is I'm going to throw a link in here right now. Okay. Let me see if the link pops up. Oh, no. YouTube wouldn't let me put my link in. My God. All right. They wouldn't let me do it. Let me see. Can I? No, they won't let me do it. All right. So I was trying to put my link in so you guys could actually go and check it out. But what I'll do is I'll put it in the description under this video because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start letting people in and I'm going to give you guys a code that's going to start working within the next 10 minutes. Okay. So the code I'm going to write here. If you guys want to get into a program, all right, if you're good with just the free stuff where I'm just answering questions really quickly, you can do that. However, I believe that some of you will take that, but others of you might need more help as far as getting the results that you want. And you want to work with somebody who's actually going to help you get there. Now, I am going to run the program and I'm going to put it up at a reduced cost because the price of the program is quite high. It's called a premium price program for a reason, but I'm going to bring it down for you guys so you can actually get it. I'm going to give you guys the code right on this webinar. All right. So let me give you the code. The code is going to be coming up in just a second. So if you want to write it down, you can. Okay. So the code is oh no, I mistyped it. I don't want to give you the wrong code. All right. So we got it. Okay. Make sure I spelled it right. I did. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to give you guys the code. If you guys want to jump in, I'm going to give the discounted price for 3 days. That's going to be today, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's going to take a hell of a lot of money off the course if you guys want to do it. Now, if you want to do it, that's fine. If you don't want to do it, there is no hard feelings. I am more than happy to talk to you guys here because that is kind of like my passion. I love getting on here and doing these things because the more you ask, the more I learn, and the more I learn, the more I can help people. So, and I see you guys are actually helping people in here. So I'm going to give me some shout outs. If you guys want it, there you go. All right. So that is the code. It says, yes, I'm doing it 2018. So if you guys want the code, it's not live yet. I got to wait. It's going to be about 15 minutes after I get off of here. And then boom, I'm going to stick the code in there and then you guys can use it if you want. But that means the link will be in the description of this video. So I'm going to go in there and put it on right after I get off. And then you guys will have the link because YouTube won't let me do it in the chat. So I'll do it in the description. All right. So if you guys want to get it, you'll notice the regular price and then you'll get a reduction. But I want to work with some people who really are having problems here. You've seen some of the people who jumped in over here on the chat. They said that they got tremendous result. We did what you said and it worked. Of course it did because I've done it several times with myself. I know hundreds of people that I've helped doing some of the same things. And I want you guys to get the same results. So, this is serious. I want these severe people. I don't want to take the easy stuff where, oh, I just want to lose 20 pounds. That's easy. All right. So for some people that might be hard, but for me to tell you what to do, that's pretty easy. However, when you want to get rid of a cancer, if you want to revitalize your liver so you can get your energy back and keep that level up there, when you want to get rid of your body-wide pain because your joints hurt too bad to walk and you're walking on a cane or you're in a wheelchair, Those are the kind of people I want to help. So if you're not that bad, doesn't matter. If you just want to get in the program, if you just want to talk like this, and we do this more often, and so you can get straight answers and I deal more one-on-one and stuff like that, face-to-face, we can do that. That's what we're going to do with the people in the course. And you're going to get through the entire course, which is absolutely fantastic, by the way. I put it together myself, but that's not the biggest part. I'm going to give you guys my personal time so you can get the results that you want. You see, everybody who comes in here, I can't answer your questions because they come in too fast. And I know I give long answers, but I want to be more thorough. However, the answers that I give are still motivation. See, you'll listen to it and you might do it and you might not. More than likely, you may not because you'll forget what I said. You didn't have time to go back and watch the video, that kind of stuff. When we get into the course, you guys are going to have a private, it's not going to be on YouTube, it's going to be a private session where we're going to do small groups inside there, and we're going to actually help you get to the end goal of whatever you're dealing with. So I'm not a one-trick pony. I don't deal just with cancer. I don't deal just with energy. I don't deal just with pain. I am a holistic, meaning the whole body. So I know if I can fix one thing, I can fix a whole bunch of things, because root cause is what you focus on. Not all of this bull where they're trying to throw a pill at this symptom and a pill at that symptom. And you keep going back to the doctor and they don't know, but we'll just try this. Oh, but we don't know, but we'll try this. I'm tired of that mess. I want to get people healthy and get them healthy now. So if that's what you want, go ahead, write it down. Yes, I'm doing it 2018. So hopefully you guys see it up there. All right. I'm going to put it in one more time because I like it. All right, I'm going to put it in. Boom. All right, so yes, I'm doing it 2018. Remember, the link is going to be live 15 minutes. I'm going to send you guys an email. If you're not on the email list, it'll be in that link. You can get on the list at that link that I'm going to put underneath this video. So I'm going to get out of here. Like always, I got to shout you guys out and I got to clap you up for actually taking action on there. I was so glad to show you guys what I was using. So if you guys want to jump out there, use that stuff. And we want to show you in what sequence you use it, in what timing you use it, when do you use it, in the morning, do you use it in the afternoon, what is the best time, do you do it right after food, do you not do it right after food, how long do you have to wait until you take the next thing? See, you need particulars in order to make certain things work at maximum. And that's what I'm trying to do for you guys. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, but I got to shout you out. So LL Lewis, he's the last one that put it in there. He says, what's your Facebook page again? I think you're asking about the one about the cancer. It's called the Advanced Cancer Elimination Group. All right. The Advanced Cancer Elimination Group. Okay, so hey, 1, 2, 3, I'm shouting you out. Thank you for coming in. All of you, I really do appreciate it. Andrew, I'm going to get to you on the email. So Andrew Glenall, very good, very nice. Wardine Walton, thank you. My big cousin Marcus, thank you for riding with me every time on these lives, because you are really doing more than you know as far as supporting me, and I can feel that. So big cousin, thank you. I love you. Tell the family I said what's up. All right, so who else we got? They said hi, Marcus. Tell them I said what's up. Tell them I said what's up. Good stuff. All right. Let me see who else we got. Lakeisha Williams back in the house. Thank you so much. God bless you as well. I have to give it back to you. Jessica, all right, I see you on Monday. She'll be there. All right, keep doing your thing, Jessica. And then Kenners, thank you for coming all the way overseas. I really do appreciate it every time you jump on here. Cynthia Freeman, you give so much good advice. I told you, man, you got to work together on some stuff. Me, you, and Andrew, we're going to start our own mega company so we can get the whole world healthy. How about that? LL Lewis, we got you. Thank you for coming in. Eva Kelly, I really appreciate you taking the advice and actually doing a hell of a job on your own health. So Eva, thank you. All right, thank you for doing that. We got True Bukhari. Thank you, man. Bernita. All right, so I see you. McMullen. All right, so it's nice to see you. Raina, I got you in here. Sorry, Raina, I skipped over you. I didn't get to your question, but I got to get off of here. Me and the wife have to go. We're going to see my little nephew in a couple of minutes. Okay, yes. Denise Rutherford, thank you. Thank you for stopping by, Denise. What does that say? Altonways. All right, Altonways. Thank you for stopping by. Very nice. Good. All right, so let me see. Valerie Dodson. Valerie, thank you for coming in. I see you. Lanelle. All right. So Linnell, thank you. Nettles, thank you for coming in here. Bertha Crumb, first time. Thank you, Bertha, for coming on and riding with me. You guys, make sure you guys get the discount code. All right. So if you want to pay full price, go ahead. But I'm going to give you guys a discount code, and it's going to be worth it. I promise you. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I see more thumbs up jumping in there at the top there, right there. I see it. Good stuff. Now, this one we got. I'm just saying. All right. Oh, I'm just saying. Thank you for jumping in there. Denise, gotcha. Lakeisha, gotcha. Janelle, gotcha. Gabrielle, gotcha. Thank you, Gabrielle, for coming in for the first time. I hope you had a good time, and I'm glad I got a chance to answer your question. I think that's everybody. Minister Slow Stroker, I didn't see him in there here this morning, but I did see Mike A, who jumped on, and he's always supported me. Eden, Adele, thank you for coming on and watching as well. I really do appreciate you guys and your time. You guys have stuck with me to the end. This thing has been an hour and 20 minutes long, and all of you have been in here the whole time. So I'm going to get out of here. We're about to take off, but I'm going to ask you guys, if you want to work personally with me, go ahead and put in the discount. If not, no hard feelings. I love you anyway. So I'm out of here. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your Fridays. Thank you for giving me some of your time, and I'm out of here. Much love, much peace, and thank you again. All right. I am gone. So